Hi, Gary here from Mr. G Shave. Face shave of the day today, number 40 I think. I've gone a bit of a mixture today. I couldn't quite decide what to use, and then I remembered I'd got some sample soaps that had been sent to me a long time ago. So I'm going to try one of those out today. So the pre-shave is going to be the Glyce shaving or Glyce glycerin bar soap, and then the sample is Wickham 1912 Cashmere. So I'm going to try that out. It came in a little bag. Let's just open it up. Oh, it comes pretty well packaged. There's a bag within a bag. Right, that is the soap there. That's probably enough for a couple of shaves, maybe 3, don't know. It's hard, it's quite hard, although malleable. Scent, wow, that smells really nice. It reminds me of something and I can't think what. It's I think it's an aftershave it reminds me of, but hey ho. So I'm just going to break a little bit of this off, about that much, and then drop that into the bowl that I'm going to use. So it's the Wickham 1912 Cashmere, and I'm following that up with Humphreys. That's cucumber and melon. Following that, I'm going to be using Arko Gold cologne, and then just because I want a bit of a cooling effect, cooling soothing effect, I'm using L'Oreal Men Expert Hydra Energetic Ice Cool Effect Post Shave Gel, and I'll probably follow that up with Nivea after that. And the reason for that is I'm going to be using my Global Shave Club's ice razor. Now this in the past has given me a little bit of irritation, but that's because it's designed, I think it's designed on the R89 Edwin Jacker DE89 or the Mool R89 head, but they've made it a touch more aggressive, and I think the last time I used it, it gave me a little bit of a razor burn afterwards, but we'll see. I'm in there. I've got I think it's the Voskhod. Let me just check. I'm a bit, yes, it's the Voskhod razor blade on its second use. Now I've heard different things about Voskhod. Some people really don't get on with Voskhod. My last shave with it wasn't bad. Wasn't bad at all. I've paired that with, I think it was my second brush, but it was the first brush that it's what I call my first proper, shaving brush, and that's my Razorock Plissoft brush. Not sure of the knot on that, but I think it's quite small. And the bowl I'm going to use is the Giles Shaving Co. shaving bowl, Pedestal shaving bowl, and I'm going to put the soap in there and I'm just going to push it down. So there you go. So right, I'm going to get myself ready and then I'll come back and continue with the shave. Right, back. Let's get on with it then. I'm just going to wet the face down. I'm going to try not to confuse my head with my face in this video. Do my best. I don't believe I did that. Still, blame it on the medication. Right, just rub this all over the face. And that should do it. Get my bowl. So squeeze out most of the water out of the brush, give it 3 shakes, and then straight into lathering up. Well, this is doing quite well. Oh, that's a lovely scent. I would say scent strength about 4 on that. Right, that needs water. So just dip the tips of the brush. And I would say this still needs water. This is looking nice. I mean, it's looking pretty good, I think. Keep going. There's still soap in the bottom. So I'm trying to use up the soap. Dip the tips again. I think that's probably enough, to be honest. But having said that, I still think it needs more water. It's got to get a shine to the soap, to the lather. Yeah, I'm getting it now. Right. Here we go then. See, there's a bit of a shine on that now. Don't know whether you can see that in there. I'm going to put that over to the side. Wet my face again. And let's get this shave on. Definitely a very nice scent. It lathered easily. First time I've ever used a Wickhams soap. So I think they've got a half decent reputation, but I haven't seen any recent reviews of their soaps. Maybe I'm just not subscribed to the right channels. But yeah. It's funny, I was trying to think of what to do. I really had what we say in England, a brain fart. I just couldn't decide what I was going to use. And then I opened a drawer with my blades in because I was thinking of using a different blade, and I saw these samples and I thought, oh, there you go, let's give them a go. So this is a really nice lather. It's exactly the way I like my lathers. I know there's a lot of people who like to have lots of volume in the lather, but this is how I like my lather. Right. So Global Shave Club's Ice. This is quite a hefty razor. I forget the weight of this, but it's probably one of the heaviest razors I've got. So let's go with the first pass with a Voskhod blade on its second use. Okay. Definitely quite aggressive, and the Voskhod blade is really tuggy in this particular razor. Strange that, isn't it? From razor to razor. I'm going to continue with it though. Definitely not a smooth shave, this. 7 days growth though. We'll see how the second pass develops. But yeah, I don't think this Voskhod blade suits the Global Shave Club ice razor. A lot of blade feel in this. I was watching Friendship Shaving. He's been doing a whole series on the Henson razor. And I have to say, you know, considering he didn't really think much of the razor when he first used it, he's used it quite a few times now and experimented with different blades. And he's taught me something I didn't even realise, that the blades are, there's a minor difference, but there is a difference in terms of the blade width and therefore the exposure. So I was really surprised, and apparently the Kai blades are the widest. So I encourage you to look at that last video. I'll probably link it above. Yeah, this is really not a comfortable shave at all. I just want to make sure I've got this correctly aligned. I mean, I thought I checked that before. Maybe not. I mean, it's right, that looks about right. It was only just slightly out, but maybe that's the reason for such a rough shave. So that first pass, not comfortable. And I must admit, you know, I mean, having read a few reviews and watched a few videos on the Voskhod blades, they don't suit everybody, and they certainly don't suit every razor. And a lot of them have found them quite rough. Well, I've just experienced that. The first experience with the No40, or my last experience, not my first, because I have used Voskhod in the past. And I think the last time I used a Voskhod blade, it wasn't as rough as this, but it wasn't very comfortable again. But I can't remember what razor I used it with, but there we are. But paired with the No40, the beast, it was quite smooth on its first use. I like the look of this razor, nice gold. It's the only gold razor I've got. So, across the grain, as you all know for me, is straight up on this side, on my right hand side, or your left. Better, but still uncomfortable. You can really hear the feedback. So how's everybody's week been? There's a lot left there. It looks like we're heading for another national lockdown here in the UK, which doesn't surprise me. It's been on the cards for quite a while. They've been faffing around with trying to do localised lockdowns, and everybody's been saying the same thing, all the scientists and they're all saying you need to have a national lockdown for a short period to try and break the progression of the spread of the virus. I have friends in the NHS and they've been telling me some pretty horrible stories, and that was when it was originally, when we had our first lockdown, and we're now heading for one that could potentially be a lot worse. Right, against the grain, so this side is straight across. Doing the job. And this side is straight up. So, yeah, unfortunately, I mean, it won't make a lot of difference to me because, you know, I'm based at home anyway, so. This really is not a comfortable shave at all. I think there's a good potential for razor burn after this one. Right, let's wet the face again. And I've caught myself, look. I thought I felt that. Still loads of lather left when you consider I didn't use a lot. So my last few shaves, this is the first shave where I've had a weeper. I've been pretty successful in my last few shaves with not ending up with a cut, but this one, this blade definitely doesn't suit the Global Shave Club razor. Not one I'd recommend. But hey ho, you live and learn, don't you, hey? You live and learn. Here we go. BBS shave, yes. Pretty successful. Nice shave, well, not a nice shave, but it's got there. So what I'm going to do now is I'll clean up and I'll come back and do the post shave. Right, I'm back, all cleaned up. Just going to put the do the cold rinse. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Well, I'm going to use the alum because that was quite a rough shave. So I'll have to remember not to use a Voskhod. Yeah, that's stinging. Definitely stinging. And I wouldn't say it's as close a shave as I've had with other razors. Just feeling this alum go over. It's pretty close to a BBS, but yeah, close but no cigar, as they say, or as the saying goes. What did I do with the, yeah, there it is. So that's burning quite considerably. I would say out of 10 as an alum burn, I would say that's a 6-7 in strength. Not as bad as some razors I've used the alum with, but that's burning like. So I'm just waiting for that to calm down. So yeah, we're heading for another lockdown. I think they're going to announce it on Monday. When it'll actually come in, I'm assuming they'll probably aim for Friday of next week, but they may even do it earlier than that. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Right, let's wash this off. So how's it going wherever you are? I mean, obviously I know if you're in the UK, I know what's happening with us. Even if we don't go into lockdown, the West Midlands are talking about going into level 3, which is the highest level anyway. So that's almost lockdown. Right, Humphreys Witch Hazel. I wanted to say thank you to the new subscribers out there. You know who you are. I really appreciate the support. As I've said many times in the past, it encourages me to continue and create content for you guys. If there's any suggestions on how I can improve things, then let me know. I'm not one to buy loads of products just for the sake of content. I'll just keep reusing what I've got, and if I see something that I really like or like the look of, then I'll buy it. But I won't just go out and buy products just for the sake of the content of the channel. I'll just, as I say, use what I've got. That's not my style to sort of to do that, and to be honest, it's too expensive to do that. Right, so Arko Gold. Oh, that's burning. Yeah, that's got a burn to it. Wow. And then, I think I've said this before, you've got this, the thing I really dislike about marketing in this country and across the world is you get this big box and you think, wow, that's, you know, there's going to be a lot of stuff in there. Then you open it up and there's a tiny little bottle in a huge box like that. I mean, seriously? Well, they're trying to make you think you're getting more value for your money. Right, so this is a gel. This is the L'Oreal Men Expert Hydra Energetic Ice Cool Effect Post Shave Gel. And let's put that on, and hopefully that will calm things down. And I rather suspect I'm going to be adding the Nivea cream after this, because I think it's going to be sore. Certainly around here, feels quite sore around the neck area. So Overall, disappointing shave, but I don't think that's down to the razor. I think that's down to the blade and the fact that it's not suited to this, certainly in my opinion. Everything else worked really well. That Wickhams soap, excellent, excellent scent. Can't think what it reminds me of, and I'm not one to have all these descriptive, earthy, oak tree bark, scent of a worm's fart sort of person. I don't do that. I'm not. I just tell you whether it's a nice scent in my opinion. It's one of those, but really happy with the Wickhams soap, and I certainly will consider getting something, you know, a Wickhams soap for my den. I've got about another 3 or 4 samples that I've got to get through, and I may well do that on the channel. In fact, I probably will. Might do a series of Wickhams samples. But yeah, so that's it for me. I'll see you next Friday for my head shave if you watch my head shaves. If not, I'll see you next Saturday. So it's goodbye from the Global Shave Club's razor. The razor itself is good. I mean, it's okay. I wouldn't say it's the highest quality, and the finishing isn't up to the standard of Edwin Jagger or Merkur or, you know, many other razors, but it does the job, and it's a good, effective razor. So it's the only Global Shave Club razor that I've got. So yeah, it's goodbye from me. It's goodbye from the Global Shave Club razor. See you next week.